In less than 10 minutes, I'm going to talk about the Model Y, non-performance. They did a great job with it. When you open up the door, it's just easy, it's welcoming. It is very comfortable to sit in. I believe that these seats have a little thicker material versus the 2019 Model 3 that I drove for a month. And I think because they had puncture problems with the Model 3 seats, so they made these thicker. Adjustable headrests in the back, very important for safety. High headrests in the front, very important for safety. I wish they adjusted higher though. Now the steering wheel, I also believe versus the Model 3 is a little bit bigger. I remember that Model 3 feeling a little bit tighter, and so I think they have made the steering wheel slightly larger and the seats slightly thicker in material just so it's puncture proof. Very easy to get in and out of the vehicle, both in the front and in the back. That's what makes this so great. An everyday vehicle, the back is just easy to get in and out of. Again, adjustable headrest, very important. Tons of leg room back here, just a lot of leg room, very comfortable environment, and the sound system's amazing. When we look at the back of the vehicles, Tesla has used the same tail light, but on this Model Y, there's no red on the bottom here. On the Model X, there's red on the bottom there. So very similar tail light design. Model Y has done a great job. Tesla has done a great job in integrating a sporty, extended, built into the body, aerodynamic lip right there. Model X, I don't really like that look, but when the fin comes up, it really changes the look. It looks great. It's neat, but not really necessary. Model Y has figured out a cheaper way to do this, and that's by making it non-electronic. Model X for sure, more luxurious. Now the Model X, when you walk up to this vehicle, it has a different presence than the Model Y. Model Y has the sharper lines, but the Model X, when you walk up, it knows you're coming, and that door opens, and when your hands are full, that's very practical, and it's luxury. That's why this is a luxury vehicle. When you get in, you realize these seats are very supple. They're the non-leather. They last a long time and feel supple and soft for a long time, where leather after 2-3 years hardens up and doesn't feel as good. Beautiful interior, high headrests, captain's chairs make it easy to get into that third row. Adjustable headrests, very important for safety. Their safety factor in this Model X is very high. The comfort of these seats is very high. The steering wheel's a little large, but the flat bottom really gives it a sporty feel, and I still like the instrument cluster. Model Y doesn't have an instrument cluster. It just has the single screen, which is fine, but I like the cluster. Now, when we look at the wheels, they've done a great job with the 22-inch wheels on the Model X. They've done a great job with the 20-inch wheels on the Model Y. Now, on the Model Y, there is venting here. On the Model X, there is not venting. It's just a center cap. But the Model Y does not have the luxury component the Model X has. Model X, throughout the entire front wheel well, has a black felt liner that is great for soundproofing. Model Y does not have that. It's plastic, little bit of soundproofing, I'll still take it, but the rest plastic, more road noise. But when we look at the back of both vehicles inside the wheel wells has the felt liner that really helps with soundproofing. But the Model Ys, even though it's throughout the entire wheel well, it's a lot thinner versus the Model X's. Model X is just more luxury, less road noise naturally, and there's one reason why. Now, when we look at the body lines, these are two lines that are sharp and come down and terminate right here. Model X has a sharp bottom line here, but the top line is rounded. They still come down. There's an overlap thing here that you don't get with the Model Y. So Model Y, two sharp lines coming all the way down. Model X, a rounded top line, sharp bottom line with an overlapping here, and then terminates down in the same location that the Model Y terminates at. When we look at the front of the vehicle, it's a swooping aerodynamic sensation in the front there. Looks exactly like the Model X. It's aerodynamic. They figured that worked, so they're going to keep using it. Looks great, but it makes these vehicles look very similar from the front. The bottom of the vehicle on the Model X snags easily on things, or on the Model Y, they made it one piece so it does not snag. Different suspensions. No air suspension. Eventually we'll have it, and it'll fill in that wheel well gap, and it'll make the vehicle look a little more stout, a little more grounded. This vehicle has the plastic piece that comes out, so therefore it looks more sporty and stout and more just closer to the ground. This vehicle, this plastic piece comes straight down, not protruding out, different look of the vehicle. Both great vehicles. They did a great job. Model X, by far, a lot more luxurious. The power delivery for both of these is great. The P90D has not lost much range. Instead of 250, I only get 238 on a full charge. 238 versus 250, what's the difference? Same thing. 316 though, but 0 to 60 in this is great because the power delivery is great. The torque is great right from 0 on up to top speed limit. Model Y non-performance, the 0 to 10 is not very good, but the 10 on up is very good. So power delivery is still good, just doesn't have that initial 0 to 10 head snapping sensation that the Model Y has, or I'm sorry, that the Model X has. But I'm good with that. Now, if you want that head snapping sensation, you get the performance model. I think it's 8,000 or 10,000 more. The key to having these electric vehicles in your garage is this, NEMA 1450. It's similar to a dryer outlet, just a little bit more beefed up. And I'll tell you, it's nice having two of them. But when you can charge every night, even though you don't need to, but you know you have the luxury to, and you never go to the gas station again, it's really nice. 2017 BMW i3, they've done a great job, back wheel drive only. 0 to 30, very slow. 30 on up, very, I want to say very fast. It's good 30 on up. So their next model will be even nicer. They did a great job with a simple interior. This is the leather interior, rare, hard to find, but very nice interior, very easy. This car, they've got it figured out. They just need more range. Again, only goes about 100 miles, only takes 4 hours to charge. But if you're home every night, you're charging. These take 7 to 8 hours to charge, but you're never at 0, and you never need to fully go all the way from 0 on up. And if you do, then you're 7 to 8 hours, no big deal. Now, when you look at these two vehicles and you say, okay, different vehicles, different practicality, well, when they redesign this Model X, it will be amazing. I drove a Bentley Bentayga SUV, 12-cylinder twin turbo for 2.5 years. I drove this. At the same time I was driving that, there was a year overlap. I was driving both cars. The Tesla, by far, shredded the Bentley. Now, why is that? Well, the luxury component was in the Bentley, but that's it. Now, the performance was there in the Bentley, but it had an engine, and the power delivery wasn't as good as this electric all-wheel drive system. They've done a great job with the Model Y too, but it's non-performance based, more practical. Door opens, that just tells you, yeah, the car's ready for you. Hands down, Model X, a lot more luxurious. Model Y, more practical, probably just due to the back doors. Now you know about the BMW i3. Again, this is a 2017 battery technology, and range is better than the 2016s, but they don't quite have it all figured out yet, but they're doing a good job. Tesla's light years ahead of the competition. Their rivals cost $10,000 to $30,000 more for the same equipped all-wheel drive coupe with the same performance. So my next videos, you're gonna see some cool stuff. Come back and take a look. I'm gonna post some neat stuff, and you'll get to see Rossi again as well.